Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, wherever you are listening to us from, and welcome to the SNF Impromptu Chat. Once again, it is such a delight to be here, and also a delight to have my regular Sydney correspondent alongside me. Always a pleasure. Sarah, hello and welcome.
Hello, hello.
So if you are in the room, say hi and we'll definitely give you a shout out. If there's anything that you would like to talk about, certainly let us know and we will discuss it. We already have President A in the room who said hi all. Hi, President A.
President A.
Hope you're having a good evening. So what's the time here? It's 10:41, so I don't know what time it is everywhere around the world, but I assume it'd be bright and early over in the States, probably about 8 o'clock or 7:40, something like that.
Who even knows?
Yeah, exactly. Who even knows? So yes, we've had a very interesting time of late. What with all these different things going on with the channel. We have a competition going on over on the group page.
Yeah, very exciting. A lot of people are getting in on that. So if you're part of the Facebook group, then you might win something.
Yeah, absolutely. So all you need to do to enter into the competition to win that fabulous t-shirt is to go to facebook.com/groups/CBALNK and let us know what your YouTube name is. And yeah, then you can enter into the competition and that'll be a lot of fun. Also, I want to let you know, if you are listening to this and you're not part of the group, I'm planning on doing a Q&A coming up quite soon. If there's anything you would like to ask me for me to read out on the air as a question, feel free to do so in the comments section below once this video is uploaded, and I'll also take that into consideration as well.
Let us know, let Francois know that it is specifically for the Q&A so that he can,
That's a very good point.
Do it.
Yeah, thank you. No, that's a very good point, Sarah. Yeah, let me know that it is specifically for the Q&A.
Yeah.
So that I know. But yeah.
I love a good old Q&A.
We certainly do.
On the answers.
President A says, I'll ask the question I asked for the Q&A. Oh, so you'd like to ask it now, would you, President A? I'm happy to answer it now if you'd like for me to answer it now. That's totally fine.
You have questions for us now while we're doing the live chat. Like, totally ask questions because we'll both answer them now.
Yeah, totally. Bring on the questions.
Ask questions to me. Ask me because I won't get it.
We are open books here. So President A confirming he wants me to answer that question. So I'll get us underway with an answer. The question is, did you watch Glee? If so, who was your favorite character? Yes, President A, I did watch Glee. However, I did not watch Glee when it was like live on TV and stuff. I watched it rather delayed, which has been the case with me for a lot of shows. And I did fall in love with it. My favorite male character, I was trying to think of his name the other day, but I honestly don't remember. Did you watch Glee, Sarah?
Didn't, no.
Okay. I'm trying to think of his name. President A, you might be able to help me here. But the guy that was Kurt's boyfriend in the show, I've forgotten his name, but he was my favorite male character. But my favorite character overall was definitely, I think her name was Rachel. That her name in the show? I'm pretty sure her name was Rachel. Leah Michelle, she was played by. She has a fabulous voice, and I just loved her as a character as well. So she was my favorite in the show. Blaine, that's it, President A. Yes, I loved Blaine. So in Glee, there was a gay guy, and he ended up finding a boyfriend who went to this sort of private school. He was he very much had that sort of persona of that he went to a private school. He was very refined, but I did like him. He had a very good heart. So yeah, I was a big fan of Blaine.
And who was your favorite character, President A? I'm assuming you watched it. So who was yours?
Yes, good question. Who was your favorite character? Let us know. My.
I I watched it for a little bit on TV, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just gonna put it out there. Please don't get angry at me, guys. But I never really got into the whole musical type TV show type. I don't know. Just the whole Glee thing wasn't really my thing.
Yeah.
Didn't like it. So.
No, look, I can totally understand where you're coming from. I saw an ad for Glee one time when Rachel, played by Leah Michelle, was singing Don't Rain on My Parade. I love that song. So I thought, I'll watch the episode. And I didn't quite, having come in from never watching it to just watching this random episode, I did not enjoy the episode as a whole. I liked her performance, but I didn't enjoy the episode. But yeah, in the end, when I went back and watched it from the start, I found a way to get into it, which was pretty good. But yeah, no, I can understand that. No judgment.
Everyone has their preferences. I've never really liked shows or movies that have been music based in general.
Yep.
I get into it depends. I mean, if we're talking music, I will get into the good old Sound of Music, but
Oh yes,
but
that's something we'll talk about.
we talk about Sound of Music, but you know how the kids got into the High School Musicals and stuff. Nah, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Don't like High School Musical.
Well, I'll get to President A's answer, and then I'll address that as well. So President A says, mine too, Rachel. Yay. Also liked Quinn, both their characters and the people who played them all like Puck. Are you trying to say Puck there, President A? Yeah, so yes, I liked Quinn Fabray as well. She was a good character, I agree. Speaking of High School Musical, I wasn't into it when it was a major fad. I didn't watch it for a long time. When I finally did watch it, I did like it. I wasn't crazy about it, but I did like the film. What I didn't like was the sequels to it. I just felt that it went on for way too long.
I don't even think I saw the sequels. I don't even. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
Back in, I feel like I'm old, but back in my day, I guess
Yeah.
there was a movie called Cheetah Girls, and it was like a music. Well, like these three friends like have their own little singing group and stuff like that. I got into that when I was
Yes.
younger. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Cheetah Girls, but yeah, I totally got into it when I was younger.
No, sorry. But there you go. It's certainly something to look for.
High School Musical, no.
For sure.
Yeah, President A said, hold on, sorry, I lost my spot. Completely understand. Sarah, thank you for understanding President A. Annabelle Foster's here. Hi, Annabelle Foster.
Hi, Annabelle Foster.
Um, she said, oh my God, so funny that you're talking about Glee. I just started rewatching it today. That is totally
There you go.
vibes. We were like, yep. No,
Yeah.
thank President A for that because President A asked a question about Glee.
Yeah.
And said, by the way, hi, loves. Hi.
Hi. Love you, girl.
President A said, Puck for male character, also Finn.
Loved Finn. Was so sad when I heard what happened to the actor, which I won't go into detail about, but he died in real life, the actor died. So that's really sad. Yeah. Loved the character of Finn. Such a big heart. Wasn't really a fan of Pucks, but did definitely love Finn. Annabelle Foster says, oh my God, Cheetah Girls is iconic.
Totally. Look, Annabelle, I mean, maybe it was just a female thing. Maybe all the teenage girls watched it. I'm not sure, but I watched it as a teenager.
I missed it.
I totally, yeah, man, it was cool. It was cool.
Okay, check it out.
Day. Raven, I think that's, what was her last name? Simone? Raven Simone?
Raven Simone, yeah. Yeah, so Raven Simone was in
That's so Raven.
and That's So Raven as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
she in that movie?
Which one?
Yeah, she was in Cheetah Girls, I think, maybe.
Okay. There you
Raven Simone, I think she was in Cheetah Girls. I'm not sure.
I know she was in High School Musical. At least I'm pretty sure she was in High School Musical. if I'm getting the right girl here.
Okay.
But
Let us know because we're old and we can't remember things.
yeah, exactly right. I mean, you may have said it earlier, but I've been saying for the past couple of years back in my day, so I'm starting to feel old.
I felt so old saying that then, and I'm not that old, but
Yeah,
I kind of
no, right?
yeah, like we there are some things we know about from back when we were younger people that some people might not know about.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of which, you brought up a topic before, and I will definitely run with it for a few moments. But while we do so, if you guys do have anything else you'd like for us to talk about, any questions or comments at all, certainly let us know and we will discuss
Yeah,
that.
and as I mentioned
But
before, if you do have specific questions for both myself and Francois, like totally tell us because we will
yep,
answer them.
oh yes, we'll be open books for you tonight. Sorry.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Oh, so what I was going to say was I wanted to go back to what you were saying earlier, The Sound of Music.
Yes.
I love that film.
Oh my goodness, girl. Me too. Grew up with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most
Oh,
people did. I'm
yeah.
assuming so because most people that I know did. But
Mhm.
yeah, what do you have to say about that? We know, guys, if you don't know, Francois loves, what's her name in it? I've gone blank.
Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews loves Julie Andrews.
I was just gonna say it. It's like, oh yeah, they know. I love her. Oh, good.
I went blank. Is she Dame Julie Andrews? She's a
Yes,
Dame, isn't
Dame. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's been damed, which is interesting. I saw her do an interview. She did it a while ago, but I saw it recently myself on YouTube, where some American person was interviewing her, saying, "Oh, is that with the sword?" And she said, "Well, no, actually." The men get the swords on their shoulders. The women don't because apparently women are symbols of peace, so they don't do the
Oh, okay.
sword for women. But yeah, I made a
Ever watch,
dame and certainly
we
they
will
saw.
get back to Sound of Music, but did you ever watch The Princess Diaries?
Yes.
She gets the dance on and she's like, I dubbed the or whatever. I can't remember what she says, but I just found it humorous that she did that in that movie because she was became a dame and then she
Yes.
was like doing it in that movie.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's really funny. I was talking to Sarah earlier on before we did the chat about drag queens and if I was ever to do anything like that, how I would be in comparison to today's modern Australian drag queen. And I must say that my idea of an alter ego, if it was a woman, would actually be loosely based around Queen Clarice
Oh,
from Princess Diaries. Yeah.
she's yeah, I was
So,
gonna say, yeah, you gotta love her in that. She's definitely
yeah.
strong in that movie.
Yeah, she was absolutely awesome. So huge fan of hers, but definitely loved Princess Diaries. So sad that she couldn't really sing the way she did prior to there because of everything that happened with her, the operation that she had, which is so sad. But she was just brilliant in the
Hey,
films.
I still think she did a great job of singing.
Oh yeah, completely agree. She did a great job. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
different. But yeah,
back to the Sound of Music.
yes. Go right ahead.
I don't know what I had to say about that, but tell me your thoughts about the Sound of Music. No, because
Ah,
my
I
mum like words
mhm.
for word some of these songs, and I do too because I grew
Yeah,
up.
yeah, same.
It's just so good. It's a classic.
It is. It is. And as Robin Williams' Mrs. Doubtfire once said, a classic never dies, dear. And it's true.
Oh,
And Sound of Music is absolutely a classic, and I could go on about that for ages. I love the films that I have seen her in. I haven't seen every film that she's done. So, for example, I have not seen Victor Victoria, but I loved her in Sound of Music and Mary Poppins, and obviously Princess Diaries. But
yeah,
my biggest and fondest memories of her is from Sound of Music,
one
for
sort
sure.
fondest memory of her is from Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Like, didn't grow up with the Sound of Music. Where you been at? Because everybody has.
Oh yes, so good.
Honestly, I know. Look, you might hate me for this. I never actually liked her character that much. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, I can understand that.
But yeah, still a good movie.
Uh, Yeah, I think, yeah, it's a classic film. I feel like she played the role well, but
Yeah,
I know what you mean by her character,
I
like
think it's
the
like the
actual character.
yeah, like the written character, like her personality could be a bit irritating to me at times.
Yeah, yeah,
I know
I
I
can.
had a massive, massive crush on the captain. She always found him very.
Oh, Christopher Plummer, very nice.
He thought he was a very attractive man. I see it.
Oh,
I get it. He's
oh, lovely.
in that he's old now. He's much older.
He's true. He is. He is. But wow, nice. I can't say I was ever attracted to anyone in this kind of music, but there you go. Very nice.
Okay, so
Okay, yes. Comments coming in.
yeah, President A said yes, she was in Cheetah Girls, not High School Musical. You were wrong.
Oh, I was wrong. Who's the girl then, President A, that plays, oh God, I can't remember the main girl's name, but the main girl's friend. Let me know. Anyway, go on.
Annabelle Foster said, "How are you all?"
Good.
Do you know? Would you like to answer that question, Francois?
Yeah, it's truthfully it's been an up and down week.
It has.
Um yeah, but at the moment I'm doing pretty good actually. So that's nice.
That's because
Sarah?
chat is me and live chats are
Yeah.
just amazing. So of course I'm
Oh,
doing.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no,
Always raises the mood.
I'll agree. This past week has been quite up and down, and my goodness, guys, like you're both Australians here, but this Sydney weather that we've been having has been insane. Like all of spring, it was kind of calm and cool, and then the past week, it just hit us in Sydney. Nope,
Yeah.
no more chilled out for you guys. You can have all the heat
Yeah.
and die. But then today,
Well,
oddly, was very, very rainy and cold. So I don't know. The weather as well has been really crazy.
yeah, like you guys, I have to say it's been really interesting talking to Sarah about this, obviously away from SNF, talking about the weather, because in Melbourne we had heat for the longest time and it was apparently still cool a lot of the time when it was very, very hot here in Melbourne. And so you guys started getting the heat wave recently, didn't you?
We did the past week. We
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah. Well, we've had it for a while, but
you can
now
take it back,
all.
can't you? You can just have it back.
Look, honestly, I shouldn't say this because no, it won't happen because I've seen the weather forecast. But knowing my luck, it's just going to get hot with me saying this tomorrow. But I miss the heat now. I because I don't like the day during summer, but I love the night. And I don't know if I'm the only person. I may stand alone. If you agree, let me know. Or even if you disagree, let me know. But I love nighttime in summer where it's just warm enough. If you're outside, you're not freezing. It's just nice at night. Where,
The only reason I disagree with that is if it gets so hot inside the house,
yeah,
the like it takes a long time to it might cool down outside, but it takes longer to cool down inside. The humidity level is still pretty high. You open the windows and everything, and it's still really hot. It's the only
yeah,
time where it's like,
that's true.
I mean, for the past week, it's kind of been really hot in the day, started cooling down in the evening, so it's been not as bad, a bit more relaxing. I do enjoy that kind of weather where it's kind of like still warm inside a bit, but not so hot that you're dying. It's kind of like being
Yeah,
like I'm feeling good kind of warm weather and not the, yeah.
yeah. Terrible weather. But so yesterday we had in Melbourne, and I don't know if we've had it today. I'll have to check it up on good old Google. But we had flash flooding yesterday in Melbourne. That's how bad the rain got. So
I heard about that.
yeah,
But yeah, as I said, it was raining down here. Definitely not flash flooding, and wouldn't want that. But yeah,
it's just so odd. I wouldn't be surprised if people in Melbourne got sick from this weather, just because we've gone from one extreme to quite another extreme.
this is what they're saying.
Um,
Global warming, guys. Like the weather is just becoming more erratic in Australia. Definitely in summertime as well, and it's like that as well. It might not rain here for ages, and then it'll like summer will come, and then we'll have heat waves or rain, which is just that's all it is. It's like heat waves and rain. Why?
so crazy,
I know.
so crazy. All right, let's get to some comments. Where were we up to?
Um,
Uh,
President A said, yeah, President A
that
said,
we're up to?
I've only seen it once a long time ago. And then he said, did you hear about Prince Harry getting engaged? What do you think of Meghan? I don't know
Uh,
much about her. I did hear,
yeah.
oh, Monique. Monique?
Me?
Oh, what? Okay, never mind. That's
Huh?
separate. Yeah, Megan.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Megan Marble. Yeah,
Yeah, I honestly don't know a single thing about her. I did hear about the engagement. Obviously, it was all over Facebook.
yeah.
Don't know anything about her, so all I can say is I guess I'm happy for them.
Good answer. Um, no, I completely agree. I'm in the exact same boat. Obviously, I've heard things being like screaming from the television in the lounge, or I've seen things on Facebook. But I mean, I haven't actually sat down and watched anything about them, so I don't know too much about it. I know that Harry was doing some sort of version of the Olympics. It wasn't the Olympics, but it was some version of the Olympics of people who had been, I think people had been injured or something. And so that was nice, and he went with her there. But I don't really know much at all about her.
Guys, sad, well, I don't know, sadly, but like there are a lot of people that keep up with what the royal family is doing, and I am just
Yeah,
not one of those.
yeah. Um,
Yeah,
where I
I've never really kept up with it. I do genuinely, like, generally know what's going on, but then I don't really care that much to sort of get that much into it.
I'm sort of mid hokey pokey with them in that I have my left foot in, but my right foot is out.
Yeah,
I I have, and I don't know if I have reliable sources on what I'm basing this on, but just the way I see it, I have a lot of respect for William, and so anytime I hear things about William, I will, you know, look into it.
I'll bring something in a
But
second, but you continue first.
yeah, but Harry just never interested. I was never really interested in Harry. But yeah, I had an interest in William. So when that whole thing was going on with, forgive me, Kate Middleton, I was interested in that. But Meghan Marble, I just really don't know what about it all.
No, look, honestly, I always did. Oh, I'm thinking about things now. I did
Yep.
always think that Prince Harry was, semi-attractive. I liked that he was sort of going off and doing his own thing and not really doing what was expected of him because he was a royal family member. So I did like that because, I thought that was pretty cool. He's doing his own thing, not really playing by the rules. And I thought, yeah, that's kind of attractive. I remember watching a show. There was a show once, and I'll have to try and find what it was, but there's a bunch of American women, and it's like a dating show. And they have a double, like a guy that's supposed to look like Prince Harry because he had the red hair and everything. So these women, you know, being a little bit ignorant and not really knowing much, think that they're going on dates with Prince Harry. Um,
Oh, I think I heard about this.
yeah, I did watch it for a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna have to find it because I'm gonna want to watch it now. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was a really funny show. But moving on from that, recently I saw on Facebook there was a video and it was Lady Gaga and Prince William, and they were actually having a Skype conversation about mental.
Wow.
It was about mental health. Lady Gaga was sharing her experiences with mental health issues, Prince William was talking about how it's important that these things are spoken about, and I thought that that was really cool that they were both coming together and talking about it,
Yeah.
like the most random thing. You don't expect to see that, but yeah, I thought that was really cool. That was I
Uh,
respected that.
I I don't know every little detail about William, but everything that I hear is always good. And it's interesting that you say that you found Harry semi-attractive, because always found William semi-attractive.
That's cool. We won't fight over the same guy then. No worries.
It's all good. Yeah, no, we have our own princes. We're good. But yeah, there you go. Oh, wow. Okay. President A, yep, Monique Coleman played the best friend in High School Musical. My apologies there, Miss Coleman, for confusing you with Raven Simone, which still surprises me to this day. If anyone can clarify, A, whether this is true, and B, what the answer is to this, that'd be great. But I was reading something the other day about, oh, I don't know what it was called, but it was one of those weird things, 30 actors that have come out as gay. And she was part of the list.
Raven? Yeah.
And
Are you talking
yeah,
about?
so
Yes.
yeah, I am. I'm talking about Raven. I'm trying to confirm, is she gay or bi?
I don't know. I'm sure I saw an interview, but it would have been a while ago, saying that she was gay. I know that she was dating a woman because I remember seeing photos and stuff and everything. I can't specifically confirm that she is gay, like lesbian or
Yeah,
bisexual, and
yeah,
I suppose it would be unfair to. Yeah.
yeah, just make the assumption. But yeah,
On the subject, I was really happy that Kristen Stewart came out and kind of just threw it in people's faces and was like, you know what, I like girls. And now you
awesome.
all see photos of her because I always found her a little bit attractive, not in Twilight, in everything else, but not in Twilight.
Very
And then
specific. There you go. I did not know that.
we were talking about the gay thing, but yeah, I was happy because I was like, I knew you were gay. I find you attractive.
Sweet. That's awesome. No,
Yeah.
that is really, really cool. Yeah, I wish that anyone who is feeling trapped within their sexuality, and I know that there's a lot of pressure on celebrities, and apparently, and I can't really understand this not being a big celebrity like these people, but apparently there's a risk to coming out that you could lose fans and stuff like that. So I don't understand that risk personally, but yeah, I hope and wish that anyone who is, and if they want to come out, just does.
I
But
feel like
what?
some celebrities also have to deal with whether they think it's necessary to come out because it shouldn't have to be such a big deal. Like, oh, they have come out. And on the one hand, they feel like it's a good thing, it's doing a good thing for the community. And on the other hand, they just feel annoyed that they have to have something like their sexuality, which is just part of who they are. And it's only one part, they have many things that make up who they are, and the fact that they have to come out, specifically, and then the media is going to make a big deal about it. And it's kind of like, I just want to be myself and do my thing. So I think some celebrities
Yeah.
kind of toil with that, and you know,
Well, it's interesting that you say that. Have you seen the film Legally Blonde?
I have seen the film Legally Blonde.
You know the male professor? What's
Yes.
his name? Professor something, or Professor Callahan. So
Yes.
he's played by Victor Garber.
And he's
He was,
isn't he?
sorry?
He's gay, isn't he?
Yeah, and apparently people found out when he did an interview, he was asked if he was gay, and his response in the interview was, "Yeah, I thought everyone knew."
Mm-hmm.
I love that answer. Like,
Ah,
oh, I just thought everyone knew.
that's funny.
But so there we go. So if you have any gay celebrity stories, feel free to tell us. But in the meantime, President A says we had flash flooding on Thursday. A day before was 38 degrees. Wow. Yeah. So just, oh my God, the difference is amazing, isn't it? So just, yeah, I hope people don't get sick from it. President A says, have you heard of the TV show Suits? Meghan Markle is in that. She plays a lawyer who is married to Troy Bellisario's husband's character.
I have heard of the show Suits. I have not watched the show Suits.
I have heard of the show Suits. I have seen 5 minutes of the show Suits. Not that I didn't like it, but I was watching it at my sister's and then I had to go after watching 5 minutes. I haven't gone back to it yet, but there you go. Cool. I may get into it. I love my court shows. Everyone knows I love my Drop Dead Diva, my DDD, and all my other court shows that I've seen. So maybe I would get into something like Suits, but we'll have to see. I've got a lot of other things to keep me company at the moment. And Annabelle Foster says, well, even if you're not good, I hope next week looks up for the both of you. Love you all. Oh, thank you, Annabelle Foster.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah, me too.
If you're not, we hope your week is better next week as well.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah. So what else is going on? We're just having a big rain in December, which is nice.
These are impromptu, meaning we don't think about what we're going to talk about. So sometimes we're sitting here trying to think about what to talk about, and that's okay because that's what impromptu chats are. They're not planned, no topic. We just go with the flow. But yeah, if you do have any questions or anything you want to say, let us know because it might help us out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And
we'll come up with something anyway because that's what we do. We ramble.
And if not, then we go back to what we always do, and Sarah and I will just talk about the Real Housewives of Melbourne, and everything will be fine.
Of course, that's fallback topic.
Sorry?
That's the topic we'll fall back on all the time.
Yes, exactly right. And now we've got things coming in. So I guess people don't want to talk about Real Housewives of Melbourne just yet. So we'll just table that for the moment.
Questions, guys. Anything random. Like, it could be the most random question. Send it to us.
Oh, absolutely. Anything at all. Open books tonight. One night only. Annabelle Foster says, oh, Francois, did you enjoy the theme song? I loved their theme song. So you guys, Annabelle Foster did some great work behind the scenes, put some things together to make up a mini theme song for me. And she sent it out and I listened to it and it was fantastic.
I loved it. I was giggling. I was like, yes.
So good.
It could be a great
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like the little jingle, like what she came up with, like it would be great doing a little intro where you have your thumbs up and a really cheesy smile because that's the vibe that I got from it. Kind of thing.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I just have to learn how to add all that in.
We'll learn you some.
Oh, how nice! Thank you. But no, Annabelle Foster, that was fantastic. So thank you very much. President A says, any Christmas plans? Oh gosh, President A. Right now, I'm just happy that I'm pretty much organized for Christmas, except for one person. Everyone else is organized, so yay. Thank you, Sarah. As far as plans, I guess I'll have plans on the day and the following day. So I generally have plans on Christmas Day and on Boxing Day. Any plans yet?
Yeah, look, as I said, I've been saying for a while now, since like October, got all my presents done. We've got the tree up. We've got all the presents under there. And just Christmas Day, I'm just having family members come over to my house and just do the general Christmas Day hangout thing. That's probably it.
Yeah, why not? Sounds like Christmas to me. My jaw is dropping to the floor. Annabelle Foster writes, guys, I don't know if you're fans of Magic Beasts, but they've cast Dumbledore for it, Jude Law.
Really? Yes, actually, I did.
Oh,
I saw that, and some people were a bit not liking the fact that Jude Law was cast.
oh, I did not know. Now that I know, I'm jumping on that bandwagon. Go on.
Oh, you're not happy?
Not happy at all.
No. Yeah, a lot of people were saying didn't really suit what they think Dumbledore should be like. We could have, they, a lot of people wanted just a random actor that wasn't like a known actor to be doing the work and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm not really either or. I mean, like, yeah, Magical Beast is cool. It's definitely not Harry Potter, and I get that it's like leading up to Harry Potter, but I never got into it as much.
I
So
haven't seen it.
no, I haven't actually
I
seen
have
it.
to
I've read the
say.
book, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it as much. What do you think about it, Annabelle Foster?
Yeah, let us know. I loved Richard Harris, who played Dumbledore for the first, I think, two films.
Dumbledore, yeah, Dumbledore one. He was in.
Dumbledore one, yes.
Call him Dumbledore one as opposed to Dumbledore two, and he was in
Yes.
the first two movies.
Yeah. So I loved
And
him. I thought he really just took on Dumbledore and did it really well.
mm-hmm.
Michael Gambon
Mm,
made Dumbledore different
yes, he's
in saying, yeah, in saying that if, and I don't even know if the guy's still alive, but if he is, if Fantastic Beasts hired Michael Gambon as Dumbledore, that'd be one thing. But how, I don't even know. Like, I honestly, I'm so sorry. The only thing I know about magical beasts and where to find them is I might know some of the beasts, but I know nothing about the story.
Dumbledore would be a younger version of Dumbledore, obviously, and
Uh,
be about the whole battle with Grindelwald and stuff like that. The battle.
I was just going to say, yeah. Would that
Um,
involve Grindelwald?
Michael Gambon can't play Dumbledore in that because he's a bit too old.
Yeah. Right. So we're that far back in time.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're a
Right.
little bit further back. And
I wonder if.
unfortunately, Richard Harris passed away, so he's not
Yeah.
around.
So sad. And I just want to give a massive shout out before I forget to do so. Uh, I'm sure she's not listening, but I'm going to do it anyway. To Richard Harris's granddaughter, I will forever be in your debt. She told Richard Harris apparently that if he did not take up the role of Dumbledore, she would never talk to him again.
Oh,
So thank you, Richard Harris's granddaughter.
honestly, like when you read the book and you think about who Dumbledore is and what you picture him to be, Richard
Yeah.
Harris, this total epitome of Dumbledore. You're like, yes, that's exactly what I pictured. His personality, his looks, everything. No offense
Exactly right.
to Dumbledore too. He did an all right job, but he just made him a lot more harsh.
Yeah. It
And not
just
as like
wasn't the
lovely old man that gives out sweets and stuff.
same. Disappeared before our eyes. Here's something interesting. I've watched quite a few interviews with J.K. Rowling. If you guys can't tell, Sarah and I are massive fans of Harry Potter. Um, I watched some interviews with J.K. Rowling, and she said that of all the actors, she actually had one of them in mind before they started casting.
Okay.
And I don't know the actor's name, but it was the guy that went on to play Hagrid.
Oh,
I don't know the guy's name, but she was picturing him as playing the role.
yeah. Who played Hagrid? Is that John Goodman? Or is that someone else? Am I thinking wrong?
Maybe.
Let me have a look see.
Go right ahead.
I literally can't actually imagine that working.
What working?
Hagrid, the actor of Hagrid, as someone else. Oh no,
Oh,
Robbie Coltrane.
that's the one. Yeah. So yeah, so she said while she was writing Hagrid in the books, she was actually picturing Robbie Coltrane playing the part of Hagrid.
That, I mean, honestly, that's totally different to what I would have imagined as Hagrid, to be honest.
Yeah, and
As
yeah,
not
and fair
as Dumbledore, to be honest.
as Dumbledore.
I don't know. I'm getting confused now.
Oh, good. Okay, Annabelle Foster says, lol, the theme song took me literally 1 minute. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Annabelle, I'd love to see more if you've got more in you. Says it was the best minute of her life. Um, and Annabelle says, I don't know how I feel about it. So hopefully he really does research and tries to get into the field of Dumbledore from the books and be a true actor. Yeah, so obviously I didn't know too much about it prior to Sarah giving me some explanation onto it so I could understand a little bit more that we are going back in time and he's a younger Dumbledore. I hope so too. Now that I know that, I maybe sort of might go with that. Has Grindelwald been cast? And if he has, again, I've not seen the film, so he might be in the original one. Who is playing him? Annabelle says, my hopes are that him and Grindelwald have a great chemistry because that will be make or break. But in saying that, I hate Johnny Depp as it. Oh, so has Johnny Depp been cast as
Yeah, Johnny Depp
Grindelwald?
passed, and that's weird as well.
Yeah.
Because it's
Okay.
Johnny Depp. Like, why? I mean, like, just like
Yeah.
Harry Potter, I just feel like, don't get me wrong, like, Johnny Depp is cool, and obviously he's played alongside Helena Bonham Carter, who has been in the Harry Potter movies. In other movies, they've played together, but like, Harry Potter is just something very odd. I just, well, not Harry Potter, but like these type of movies. I just didn't.
Who? Sorry, just to catch up. Which one's Helena Bonham Carter?
She plays, what's her name, the bad witch lady. I'm so blank
Um,
today, guys.
which Bellatrix?
Yeah, she plays Bellatrix.
Ah, awesome. Oh, I love her. By the
Yeah, I
way.
love her, and obviously her and Johnny Depp have been in movies together.
Yeah.
But yeah, Johnny Depp in yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I
Let's
feel like
see.
someone else could have definitely played, like characters just as well without them being like a really well-known actor like Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And I mean, like, Harry Potter has enough of a following that I'm sure there's enough of a following going on Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. You don't necessarily need big names.
No, I mean there were big names in Harry Potter as well, but like
Oh, true.
not like Hollywood. Well, not like your Johnny Depp kind of people.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
Yeah, that was.
but yeah. Yeah. Maria Ann has joined us. She says, hey everyone, just popping in to say hello. Hi, Maria Ann.
Maria Ann.
So great to have you here. And Annabelle Foster says, yes, Johnny Depp was in the end of the last film, but it was only for a minute. Honestly, they should really just change the character. I don't think people would even care or remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the actor, yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, obviously they're going on with it, but yeah, I don't know. It's up to people. Some people might think it's cool. I'm not
So
either or specifically, but yeah, I think that they could have used someone else, and it would have been just as great.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Completely agree. You know who I would have loved for them to use, but people probably would have been too focused on the role he played in Harry Potter. Um, Lord Voldemort's Horcrux from the Chamber of Secrets.
Um, so the guy that played Tom Riddle.
Yeah, the guy that played Tom Riddle in the Chamber. Yeah.
Okay. You want
I
you
picture something more like that.
want to see more of him, don't you?
Kinda. I liked him. I mean, if Voldemort just stayed like that, maybe I could side with Voldemort. But of course, that did not happen.
that that was also a younger version of Voldemort. So
Very
no, I'm
true.
totally gonna bring him back in as someone completely different.
Sadly, no.
Sadly, no.
Speaking of, I must say, I completely boycotted Cursed Child.
Cursed child.
Yes, Cursed Child. Have you read Cursed Child?
No,
No. Okay.
I do
So I
have.
was.
I have it. I actually have the book.
Oh, good on.
The my mind particularly wants to work with is,
Yeah.
not a book. So I'm finding I did start reading it, but like as I said, the way to get into
Yeah.
it as much.
Yeah. Exactly.
As well, I really did, but like I'm just finding it hard. In
I.
London, that can go watch the stage show, but no one else has that option. So we all have to read
Oh,
the book
yeah.
if we really want to know.
Well, here's my question. I don't think it's going to happen, but in, a nice little utopian world of possibilities, would you be up for, with the same actors that we know, included in their original roles, then bringing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child to cinema, to film?
Totally.
Yeah, same.
Totally. But then you know what the thing is that because they've done the stage show now, they've cast Hermione
Mm.
completely different. I mean,
Oh, really?
well, she was. This is not me being racist at all. This is something
Yeah,
just happens to come up in topic. She was
right,
cast black woman,
right,
so black woman's
right.
playing Hermione. Some people are just
Okay.
thinking like that's not how they had grown up knowing Hermione. But
Yeah,
J.K. Rowling said that's who she agreed with was the best person to play Hermione. But then it'd kind of be just really odd from going from the way they've interpreted the whole thing on the stage show to then putting it in a film. Like it's just going to be really weird. I would love,
yeah.
I would love to see a version of it. I would actually like to see a stage version of it. I don't even care, but like, I don't think it's going to happen, especially for us Australians.
Yeah, I agree.
We
I
don't even have
don't
our
think
own
it's gonna
Harry Potter land
happen.
or anything. We don't even have our own Harry Potter theme park going on. America has, the Universal, I think,
Uh,
there, and England and Australia has nothing. So,
I know, so disappointing. I actually have something to say on that, which I'll say in just a moment. Before I do, speaking of casting of Hermione, that reminds me of something else that JK said. She did an interview with Daniel Radcliffe. If ever anyone who loves Harry Potter gets the chance, I definitely strongly recommend you watch the interview between Daniel Radcliffe and J.K. Rowling. It's a really good interview. During the interview, she admits to him that she first met Emma Watson, who ends up playing Hermione Granger in the films, over the phone. And she was very happy that she met her over the phone because she said she sounded exactly like how she pictured Hermione sounding. She was very over the top, like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I've only done a few things like drama and this, but I haven't done it that often, so I don't know how good I'm going to be.
for a
And
little
oh,
10-year-old or whatever she was at the time, she was very, very well spoken and very direct with how she spoke. So I get it.
yeah, so very Hermione.
Very
Then she met her. And her first thought in her mind was, oh no, I don't think this is going to work. She's far too attractive.
Oh no.
Because Hermione wasn't meant to be attractive at all in her mind. And she's going, oh wow. But films and such, and as they are. Just very quickly, I am going to get to your comments in just a moment. I'm mindful of the fact that they're coming up, so I'll be there in a moment. But I just want to since you brought up the Harry Potter world, I was doing a little light Harry Potter reading.
Okay.
And when I say light, I do mean light, not Hermione's version of light.
Mhm.
And I was reading Azkaban, actually, and I came across the three going into the three broomsticks to have butterbeer. And I thought, oh, I would love to have a butterbeer. So I did some research online. Apparently, butterbeer is being sold at Harry Potter Universal.
Look, you actually can. There are actually recipes to make butter beer that you can find online. So yes, you can make your own.
I
I think
did. I looked at them.
I think you can actually order, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've seen bottles of butterbeer being sold online as well. I haven't really seen them as much in Australian
Oh, if I
store, like
find
here
them.
on Australia. I think I did see one Australian one, but yeah, specifically bottles of butterbeer. But you can order them online. But yes, you can actually go to the Harry Potter theme park things in America and probably England, and you can purchase butterbeer.
Listen there.
But we'll have to try and find them online. And I definitely want to also order some chocolate frogs with the card trick.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Totally.
you can get chocolate frogs in the packets, but then you have to get, usually, depending on where you're getting it from, buy
Yep.
the little box for it separately and the card as well. So I want
Oh,
them, and I want to get the Birdie Bots every flavor beans, which you can also get. And I'm not going to even eat them. I just want to put them on my Harry Potter shelf that I'm going to start up for Christmas.
good
So
move.
no eating.
Um, a one of my nieces ended up having a Birdie Bots packet, and she asked if I'd like to try one, and I did, and it was a most unfortunate experience for me.
Oh, you got one of the card flavors, did you?
I did. I got one of the bad ones. Let's quickly jump over to the comments. President A says, can't picture Johnny Depp as anything other than a pirate. I completely agree, President A. I can't either. So, there you go. Although, was he the guy in. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble if I get this wrong. Was he in Chocolat?
Yes, I
Or
think
was
so.
that some? Okay.
Okay.
I saw that a long time ago, but if that was him, then, yeah, he did well in
No,
that.
but I mean, most people imagine Johnny Depp nowadays as Captain Jack Sparrow,
Yes,
which I
exactly.
actually do like him playing that character. To be honest, I think he's
Such
really
a
funny
great,
in that character. But
such a great over-the-top pirate.
yeah, he makes
Love
me
it.
laugh. But yeah, I imagine him. You know, it'll be. We'll see.
Yeah. And Annabelle Foster agrees. She says, "Lol, President A, too true. If he ain't got a bottle of rum in his hand, it ain't worth it." Love it. Maria Ann says, "You guys have me cracking up." Nice, Maria Ann. Happy to hear that. um, People saying hi to Maria. Maria says, "What time is it for everyone?" For her, it was 7:30 a.m. Oh, very nice. What state are you in, Maria Ann?
Yeah, where are you from, Maria Ann? President A said it's 11 p.m. there, but actually, President A, it's 11:34 here in Sydney, Australia.
On the eastern side? Oh, by the way, I need to make a correction now that I think about it that I keep forgetting to make. Apologies to anyone who has been stuffed around by me saying the wrong acronym for the time zone. We are currently not in Australian Eastern Standard Time. We're in Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So
Yes,
I'm sorry that I kept saying AEST. If it brought about any confusion, I do apologize. I will from now on say AEDT.
yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay. So,
Yes, it's definitely daylight savings here.
yep. Annabelle Foster says, don't worry, Sarah, I'm actually going to be having my own one-person show where I play every character and also make the backing track, so no need to go see it. Awesome.
You know what? That's cool. We'll book a seat to see Annabelle Foster playing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child all
Yeah,
in one.
love it.
I
Did you see?
love
Did you see what she wrote underneath? Free entry for people with cats.
Guys, well, no free entry for you.
I'll go and find one. Although I'd be happy to pay for a ticket for you at Belfast Day any day.
So I'm
But
kind of curious what the fee is for people that don't have cats.
there you go. Good question.
Does that mean I have to
Maria,
take my cat along though? Because I don't think he will sit still for that show.
Charlie.
Hardly. Yeah.
Well, we'll find out. Maria Ann says she is from Pennsylvania. Fantastic. Which is where, I'm sorry, just let me think of the place. Pittsburgh is
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yes, I was writing a series not too long ago called the Fighting for No Reward series. It was part set in Pittsburgh and part set in New Haven, which is in Connecticut, and Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania. So there you go, Maria Ann. Lovely. And President A says, all good friends. Oh, thank you, President A. So there you go. Yeah, if there's anything else you guys would like to talk about, certainly feel free to let us know.
Questions, random things that you want us to talk about, any
Just,
questions you have for us, you can tell us.
yeah, watching anything good on TV. If Sarah doesn't watch it, I might. If I don't watch it, Sarah might. We both might watch it. Neither of us might watch it. Anything at all. Maria Ann says, I'm from Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh is about 6 hours away from me. Oh, wow. So it's quite a big area. So there you go. But there you go. Fantastic. Good old Philly. Wonderful. Maria Ann. That's excellent. And President A says, also the show we don't speak about is based out of Pennsylvania. It is. I did not remember that. I probably knew it, but I totally forgot about it. If anyone saw my I certainly do know who Black Hood is video, which I did, it was 2 days ago or something like that, or you say something along those lines. Anyway, I refer quite a bit to that show, the show we don't talk about, in that video, because I feel like there's a lot of similarities. So yeah, if you notice that, certainly feel free to leave a comment on that. But it wasn't my intention going in, it's just the way it ended up happening.
I will be back in 1 minute, guys. You can
No problems. Okay, yeah, we'll talk to Sarah in just a moment. Yeah, so any questions or comments about anything, certainly let us know. Maria, excuse me, Maria Ann says, yes, it is. The fake town Rosewood is supposed to be right next to Philly. They go there sometimes. Right, there you go. So have you seen Aria and Spencer and Hannah and Emily, Maria Ann, on your travels by any chance? Wouldn't that be something? Yeah. So I must say, if anyone has seen any good mystery shows outside of Riverdale, feel free to let me know. Riverdale is coming up to its mid-season finale, I believe, in 2 episodes' time. So if there is another one out there that's doing really well, certainly let me know. And I might get onto that. Of course, I did say as well that during the off-season I would watch American Horror Story Coven. And someone else recommended that I watch one of the other seasons because it might come up next season. I don't remember which one it was. Anyway, so it's interesting, the similarity between Black Hoodie in PLL and Black Hood in Riverdale. Maria Ann is responding saying she's only seen a lot of red coats. I like that, Maria Ann. Good one. Good one. Oh, wow. I must say, like, I was obviously very disappointed by the finale, but overall, I loved the show. I think we all did. I think we all loved PLL until the finale. But yeah,
I have
I Hmm.
But you know,
You returned?
I have returned. But continue what you're saying.
Yay. Yeah, no, just saying that I did love the show. And I do miss it. So these days, oh, sorry?
I do too.
Yeah. So I watch Riverdale these days, which I guess is a compromise. But I do find myself constantly thinking, because of the fact that I'm watching Riverdale, which in some ways is similar, constantly thinking, oh, I miss Pretty Little Liars. And I never thought I'd say that after all the chats we had, but yeah.
Such a good show, as you know, because of the fact that you were constantly in suspense, wanting to know who it was, what was going on. You know,
Yeah.
as we said many times in the past, it almost would have been better if we never found out who anyone was. You know, who A was or
Yep.
the A or anything, because yeah, that would have kept the suspense going, which was always the most fun part about that show.
True.
You know,
Very true. So if anyone knows what the girls or any of the actors of the show are doing now, certainly let us know because I have no idea what anyone's doing right now. But if you guys do, and if they're doing anything really awesome, yeah, certainly let us know.
I mean, all I know is Lucy Hale did speak about what when it was leading up to the finale of Pretty Little Liars. She did talk about how she had a new upcoming acting project that was happening. She was playing the main character on a TV show, very very different to Pretty Little Liars. You know. So I don't know. I think she's doing that.
Yeah, I think I recall that, but she didn't say she couldn't say what it was at
Well,
the
no,
time.
I remember her saying that, and I found a preview for the show, and it's basically from what I gathered, a woman who had for a long while thought she was dying from a terminal illness, found out she's actually not dying and has to restart her life based because she was living her life thinking that she was basically going to die, and now
Oh
she has to
wow.
start her life in a completely different way. But I think that it's a slightly humorous show with a little bit of
Oh,
seriousness here and there. But yeah, that's what I gather.
there we go. Um,
But I'm else, so I have no idea what the other girls are doing or anyone else.
no, obviously, Troyan did feed.
Yeah, she did.
Uh, sorry.
I don't know where you were in the comments, but Maria Ann just backed me up on that, saying Lucy Howard is going to be
Yeah,
in a show called Life Sentence. She's supposed to have cancer, I think. Yeah.
cool. So, excellent, Marianne, for knowing the name of the show. Thank you for that. Do you know when it starts? Might be something to have a look at. And just quickly, the comment before that, Maria Ann says, yeah, I was so invested in that show. Oh, yay, like we all were. And she says, Shay Mitchell posted her audition on her YouTube channel. Shay
Mm.
Mitchell has a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
How
Shay
do I
Mitchell has
not
been
know
doing
this?
YouTube for quite some time. Francois.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been doing
I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, she's been doing her YouTube for quite some time, even while Pretty Little Liars is still going, I'm pretty sure. And she does a lot of different things on her channel. So yeah, check it
Oh,
out.
cool. I knew she did Snapchat and stuff, but I didn't know she did YouTube.
Definitely, yeah. Don't know what the other girls are doing. Troy and Belisara is just always going to continue on doing things. I think she's really born
Yeah.
to do things in the industry, so I can imagine.
Oh,
I know that Shay Mitchell did have some sort of role or something. She was in a movie. I can't remember what, but she was in a movie. She played a sort of side character, but I can't remember specifically what.
okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so definitely missing them. I wonder what my girl's doing. And I almost called her by her former show's character name rather than her actual name. I was just thinking, I wonder what my girl Piper's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Good old Holly. What she's doing these days.
I don't
Um,
know. Sorry for the noises, guys. My cat's running around like a crazy little guy right now.
oh, Johnny.
Yeah. Look, I read the other day, and this is not about Holly, but I read it more about the Charmed reboot. I'm still,
Oh yeah.
I'm still really, really not sure if it's actually going ahead. But from that article, it seemed like it was, but it was based in the past kind of thing and all that. So there was no
Oh.
confirmation of if the original girls or whatever would be somehow brought into it. So I don't know. I don't know if it's happening. I don't know what they're gonna do. But yeah,
Seriously, that's gonna be interesting
it will
to
be
keep
very
an eye
interesting. Yeah.
on. So Maria Ann is saying that Lucy Hale's show Life Sentence is supposed to start sometime in January. Oh, this is coming up soon. That could be something we potentially cover on the channel.
But you know what I'm
Uh,
waiting for in January?
what?
More of what is it? The Good Place.
Oh yeah, so a lot of shows come back in January, but yeah, The Good Place, yes.
I'm so excited. Annabelle Foster, if you're listening, I am so keen for more of The Good Place. On Netflix, it actually says, "Oh, coming in January." So more of the Good Place is coming in January, and I'm so excited.
I'm so happy you got into it, Sarah. That's so cool.
Such a funny show. It's just so
Yeah,
light-hearted and weird and quirky and funny.
yeah. No, I
Like,
completely agree. I personally preferred the first season, but I'm not saying the second season is terrible.
no, I
It's
think
not at all.
it's more like you're still figuring out what's happening and what they're going to do and everything like that. And then, yeah, the second season, you sort of know more what's going on. And yeah, don't want to
So
give too
that's
much away.
so the Good Place coming back in January. A show that I did a once-off cover on that I personally am excited, can't wait for it to come back, is Disjointed. So definitely looking forward to that.
I haven't watched it.
Uh,
I have seen, I've read about it, but
uh,
I've watched it.
I loved it. It got a lot of negative reviews from what I saw,
Hmm.
but personally, I just loved it. I just thought it was a really good comedy show.
Hmm.
But anyway, um, I believe The Magicians is returning. I don't know if everyone watches it, but if you like your magical shows, The
Something I need to look at.
Magicians, yeah, The Magicians is a good show. It's not like Charmed. It's about these kids who go to a magic school, but it's more adult than Harry Potter. I won't give away anything else other than that. But it's really, really, really good. And also, I'm waiting on the other supernatural show I watch, Shadowhunters. I hope it returns in January, but I don't know when it does. If anyone knows, let me know. But
Yeah, I
and of course,
Hunters is something I want to look up as well as The Magicians. They both seem to be on the level of things that I would watch. I think I'm gonna watch both of them.
yay, that was so cool. We can talk about them. Um, that is, I'm hoping that Shadowhunters also is back in January. But yeah, a lot happening. And then, of course, we should also be 4 episodes into Real Housewives of Melbourne in January as well. That should be continuing, I assume,
Yes,
in
yes,
January.
yes.
So a packed schedule for January. It's going to be
Yeah,
very, very, very
I'm
exciting.
not. I'm not exactly sure why the show was pushed right until the start of December. The Real
Yeah.
Housewives start because they're putting it on really late and it's not going to finish by the end of December. So I found that quite.
Yeah.
But obviously they're starting it. They'll probably take like a 2 week break. They do that with some shows. They'll start it and then they'll give it a
Yeah.
2 week break and then they'll bring it back in January or whatever. So we'll see how they do that.
Oh, no. But yeah, that's probably what they'll do. But still excited for it. Not too far away. Today is Saturday. It's out on Wednesday, so very, very close. Very excited.
There's a show that I've been watching, which I spoke to Francois about. I don't even know if people watch it, but I've really been enjoying Hollywood. The Tyler Henry show. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but he's basically a psychic comedian that does readings in Hollywood for a lot of the famous stars, and he doesn't really know them because he's quite young. So I've been randomly enjoying that show. So if you watch
Now
it,
he's awesome.
and he's so sweet as well. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
So if you
No,
watch
I
it,
agree.
let me know, guys.
Sorry.
I said if people watch that show, to let me know.
Oh yes, absolutely. Let us know. Um, I, oh yeah, and also, what was this is a show, but it's also kind of real and kind of not. So I don't know whether to say it's reality or not. But so different well, same topic but different genre, in a way. What was I going to say? Yeah, if anyone here, this is going to be very random, watches The People's Court, let me know.
Oh goodness.
Um,
I feel
I
like
need to.
I might be the only one, but we'll see.
Probably. I need to talk to someone about the scheduling of the show. But yeah, so if anyone watches that, let me know. And if there are any other good court, actual court dramas that are going on aside from Suits, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, so January for life sentence as well, as we said. President A says Lucy Hale life sentence TV show. Ashley Benson on Taking Break, or is she taking a break? I think you're saying, or is she on a show called Taking Break? Troyan is doing small indie films. That doesn't surprise me. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see them.
I can definitely imagine her doing indie films.
Yeah, totally. Sasha is dancing. Oh, cool. Good on you, Sasha.
Yeah.
Janelle Parrish is doing musicals. I wish I could see them. Um, good old Mona. Why wasn't she A? Move on, Francois. Shay. I still think it at some point. It's like, oh God, why?
Like he just wakes
Um,
up in the middle of sleep going, "Why wasn't Mona A?" And then falls back asleep.
exactly right. It's
There
very dramatic like that. Yeah,
before he passes away. They should
exactly.
Mona A. God.
It should have been Mona. Oh goodness me. Okay, Shay Mitchell was in Mother's Day.
Yeah, she was. That was the movie that I was talking about.
Yeah,
She played the father's new wife, but much younger wife, or something like that, I think.
interesting.
Yeah.
President says, "Yay, the Good Place! Absolutely, yay! We love the Good
Yeah,
Place.
I love The Good Place. Honestly, such a funny show.
So good. They casted whatever the heck her name is, the one that plays Eleanor, so well.
Kristen Bell.
They casted everyone well, but yeah, Kristen Bell, yeah. Oh my god,
I love
love,
Kristen Bell.
love, love
She's
her.
just really funny.
Yeah.
Sorry for
uh,
she show for me.
she makes the show for you. Yeah.
Yeah, just makes
Yeah. I agree. But I mean, there's no secret that I love my Tahani, and I always will. She's just so fabulous in her way.
you
But
know,
Eleanor does make the show. I agree.
he was my least favorite, to be honest. He just wasn't that funny. He just was very, yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
like him as
Yeah.
much.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I love Jason. I thought Jason was funny just because he was so stupid.
Yes.
I did
Yeah.
love Tahani as well. I loved Janet. I thought Janet was
Yes. Love Janet.
so yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Cool. Maria Ann says, "Does anyone know if the Fosters was renewed or not?" No, Maria Ann, I don't know, but I heard a rumor that the Fosters was going to be axed, and it really upset me. So I'm just gonna look up. And for some reason, I'm picturing Jason saying that. I heard a rumor it was going to be axed, and that really upset me.
That's the Jackson deal. We had a Jackson.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So I'm just looking it up to see.
Yeah, check it out.
So we cancel renewed. Blah 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 blah. You need the actual answer. It's not giving me an answer. Okay. Um,
Is not sure.
yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm getting at the moment. Oh, hang on. Yes, it is. Season 5B returns in January. I just found something. There you go. Foster's sets January return date for season 5B. Okay, you heard it first on comment below, and let me know. It's S and F Impromptu Chat. There you go. President A says, Maria, I'm pretty sure it got renewed. They're filming it now. Oh, gosh, I just looked at President A's comment. Thank you, President A. Maria Ann says, maybe Mona still has a chance in the new show Perfectionist. Oh,
I forgot about that show.
me too. That's a good question. When is Perfectionist coming out?
I'd like to watch just the first episode to see what the go is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, same. Want to see the first episode and go from there.
Yeah, go from there.
But it's funny that
bring Mona and Ali into it. Oh, is it Ali or is it?
Perfectionist is coming. Blah blah. Ali.
Yeah.
It's Ali. Yeah, Sasha Peterson and Janelle
How
Parrish.
they managed to bring them into it.
Loosely based on the series. Blah blah blah. Wait, a second spin-off of Pretty Little Liars. Are we confirming that this is? We are. It is called Pretty Little Liars: The Perfectionists.
Okay. So was it sort of?
So it is a spin-off. Blah 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 blah.
What's the actual plot of the whole show is what I want to know.
Was it just reading it? Yeah, so the series is set in the town of Beacon Heights, where everything seems perfect from their top-tier college to the overachieving residents, but nothing in Beacon Heights is as it appears to be. The stress of needing to be perfect leads to the town's first murder. Behind every perfectionist is a secret, a lie, and a needed alibi. Sounds similar, anyone?
Definitely. I hope that they make it different. I mean, I think it is based on an actual book. But
yeah,
I'll definitely watch the first episode and
okay, so the latest update is, according to Marlene King, filming for the show starts in March 2018. So it hasn't even begun filming yet.
I'll probably forget about it by the time it comes out.
Yeah, me too. But I'm also thinking at the same time that there'll probably be a lot of advertising for Marlene back with new show or whatever. So, you know.
Screw up another show.
Exactly. Good one. Okay. Yeah, Ellie, yeah. Exactly right. So yeah, we'll have to see if Mona does have a chance in Perfectionists. Time will tell. But you know what? Actually, I have to remind myself. I never thought I'd go back to talk about Pretty Little Liars, but anyway, now I've really got on the brain. That Mona did end up being A, if you look at it one way.
Yeah.
Mona was the last A. I'll take it. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I'll take it. Quiet my analytic mind. Okay, President A says, I may be wrong about Foster's being renewed, but hoping I'm wrong.
Not wrong.
Not wrong. Okay. So I've got confirmation, and this site that I went to, which I've gone away from, but they're pretty reputable. I've used them before. tvline.com. They're pretty good with knowing when shows are coming back, and they won't put.
A lot of people are actually really watching this show and getting into it, so I'm assuming they'd bring it back.
Yeah, you would think so. And I almost just said, yeah, Pretty Little Liars is a really popular show. The Fosters is. Yeah, I got on the brain now. The Fosters is a relatively popular show. I mean, maybe not as big as PLL, but it's still pretty popular. Yeah. So I'd be surprised. Unlike what's that other one I used to love? Devious Maids. I don't know if anyone here has seen Devious Maids, but I used to love that show.
No, I haven't.
Oh, so good. Telenovela done in English with Spanish actors, but in English. So good. Very, very good. Very funny. Sort of like if you could turn PLL into a comedy as well as a drama, you have mystery drama, you have Devious Maids.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, they cancelled that um, right as a new mystery was starting up, so that was annoying, but that was because it wasn't that popular.
I just
Where
think when people do get into shows, and I understand that it's a business, and if they're not getting enough ratings, they do sort of cancel them. But it's like the people that do watch the shows are so invested, and then you never get the answers that you want.
exactly.
Like what was the show? Witches of
Witches of East End. I was just thinking that.
left us on a little cliffhanger there. Nope, no more.
So annoying. Seriously, when Riverdale is done, um, whatever her name is, Betty's mum needs to just go and do a season of Witches so that we can end that once and for all, even though it's never coming back. But
Just
uh, yeah. President A says, in The Perfectionist, hoping they explain the ending of PLL, i.e. Mona. Yeah, so it's interesting because I thought Perfectionist was going to be something completely new, but the way that the title is coming across certainly makes it look like a spin-off. It is literally being called Pretty Little Liars, The Perfectionist.
I mean, what's
So,
the bet? I mean, this is just a theory, but I feel like Marlene's just not going to explain anything. Like,
yeah.
Alex Drake and Mary Drake are there at the end with Mona, and then there'll be no explanation. We'll see Mona in the new show with no explanation what happened to Alex or Mary or anything like that. Just, let's just forget it even happened and move on.
Exactly. Or worse, someone will bring it up to one of them and they'll be like, no, you must have had a dream.
Oh,
Or
God.
something stupid like that. President A says, not as bad as Ravenswood. Yeah, good point. I really thought I was going to love Ravenswood. And yeah, I just
To be honest, I'm going to
hate
be
it.
completely opposite. It was short. It wasn't like the most exciting of all shows. I'm not going to absolutely
Yeah.
I actually liked the Ravenswood. I thought it was alright.
Okay, cool. No, it's good. Um, yeah, I really wanted to love it. I just couldn't. Alofa asks if he's too late. Not at all, Lofa. Hello and welcome. If there's something you'd like to talk about, ask either Sarah or myself, or bring up, then certainly let us know. Maria Ann says, well, they did repeat the whole end of the finale. I think they heard her scream. So dumb. Yeah, completely agree. I hated what they did at the end. I hope that is not a lead into Perfectionists. I'm really hoping that that was just Marlene's idea of full circle.
Yeah.
I can feel myself going back into all the things that I've said about PLL now. Maria Ann loved Ravenswood.
I liked Ravenswood as well. I thought it was alright.
Excellent. Okay, give me 1 sec, guys. Okay. Yeah. So there you go.
That's the end of the comments so far.
Well. President A says, I'm more talking about Mona being in France. Ah, okay. Yeah, so who knows if it'll be addressed or not. It'll be interesting
Yeah,
to
that's what I'm
see.
saying. Like I feel like it's just not going to be addressed. Like I feel like they're just going to like, yep, that's how we ended it. Mona sort of got her final sort of thing, and then we'll never know what happened with Mona and Mary Drake and Alex Drake, and they'll just move on with Mona in this new setting and no explanation. Knowing Marlene.
Yeah, exactly. Knowing Marlene, because in my mind, I thought it was wrapped up.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more questions, guys? Any more things we want to talk about?
Anything else at all? Feel free to let us know. Don't know how much longer we will be here.
No, yeah, I was just thinking that. I mean, we will maybe in the
Yeah.
next few days do another chat, but I don't know if you guys want to listen to it, but it probably is going to be Real Housewives of Melbourne.
Yep.
We'll see how we go. We may not.
No, we're not. But you know, we certainly invite you to come along to it. You know, you could enjoy it. Could be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun for us. Yeah.
Just be happy for us that we're happy because we love the show.
Everyone has a guilty pleasure. Alofa says maybe they should call it PLL Redemption. Yes, Alofa, maybe they should.
Not gonna redeem anything.
We'll have to see. And that other one that I was watching, and I was like the only one I know that watched it. What was the other one called? PLL Perfectionist, and the other one, Famous in Love. Yeah, I wonder when Famous in Love is coming back.
So yeah.
God, that just feels so wrong that I watched that movie. It doesn't seem Real Housewives of Melbourne doesn't sound so bad when I refer to Famous in Love.
Yeah.
Or RHONJ, Ronj.
Ron. Speaking of Ron.
bit of
Oh,
bit of
sorry,
Real
guys.
Housewives of New Jersey. No problems at all, Sarah. Yeah, don't get me started, trust me. People, President A says it will be like the mums in the basement. Oh my god, it probably will be like the mum in the basement.
Now you know what happened. Oh my god. Yeah, no. So silly. That's what everyone
So,
wanted to know. Kind of got over who A and Uber A and all that was. We just wanted to know what happened to the mums in the basement. We wanted to know. And they teased us in I think it was the last episode. They made a
yeah,
joke about being in the basement just to
yeah,
tease us. But didn't
yeah,
explain.
exactly. Like, it's like she purposefully wanted to piss people off because they brought it up to tease us but didn't answer it. What the
It
heck
would have
was the
been
point of
such
that?
a simple thing to explain, explain away. There would have been
Exactly.
very many simple little things that could have explained how they got out.
Exactly. Like, I totally forgot his name, but for example, Ali's a dad. One of them could say, "Thank God he let us out." The end.
The
You
end.
know, at least it's an answer.
God.
The end. We don't even need to know who A is. The end of the basement. Goodbye.
Oh my goodness.
Uh, Maria Ann says, "Oh no, now I'm pissed about the mums in the basement all over again." Yeah, I hear you, Maria Ann. Yeah,
Very
it's
frustrating.
but it's tough though because I don't know if anyone's here at the moment who watches Riverdale like I do, and I know there are people on the channel that watch it, but there are similarities between Riverdale and PLL, and I just can't help but think about PLL when I watch Riverdale. It's hard not to. Alofa says, Real Housewives of Melbourne is probably the best out of all the housewives. Right on.
Yes. Yes.
Totally, totally, totally true.
Literally the
Yeah.
first time anyone ever said that and been like, yes,
Yeah.
agree with us.
Yay. So true, so good. No, so yeah, Sarah's right. We'll come back with another chat, and we'll chat about all of that. So yeah, if
Watch
you
out for
love,
that in the next week or so, somewhere.
Somewhere along the line, hit that notification bell. And it feels wrong to not say ding, so I'll say ding, ding. I don't know why, but it just feels wrong now not saying it. And then, yeah, you'll be sure to know when we do that chat. Well, lovely people, we have a question from Alofa that I'm going to present to Sarah. Who's your favourite housewife?
I think Francois knows the answer to this one. But
I know.
my favorite is Jackie. Just, I think Jackie is just so funny. I just love her. I don't know. I mean, you can disagree, but I think Jackie is so funny.
And
yeah, who would yours be, Francois?
I like Jackie, but my favorite housewife, which Sarah knows who my favorite is, but my favorite housewife is Gina.
Yeah, Jackie and Gina.
Jackie and Gina.
Gina G and
They, yes, exactly. Gina G and Jax all the way. Love it. They either love each other or they hate each other or whatever, but it's always entertaining with those two. You gotta say.
Entertaining with those two. The fights I've had, hilarious.
Yeah,
I think what I just love about Jackie is that she's freaking crazy, like crazy in a to me lovable way. Because she is pretty honest. I like that. I like that she's honest and upfront, but I like that she's not boring and honest and upfront. She's like honest and upfront, but crazy at the same time. I love it.
Yeah, completely agree. So President A says hopefully no more. The Black Hood will end up being a twin. Oh my gosh, yes. So there is rumors going around that the Black Hood, which is basically Riverdale's version of A, to make a long list short, is going to be a twin, which is of course taking us back to PLL. I definitely hope that's not the case. We'll have to see President A, but I've already given my answer on who I think it is, and the person I think it is not a twin. So if you haven't seen the video, check it out. I hope it's not a twin. As Francois T always says, no twins. Okay. Alofa says, as far as his favorite, guess who? All the way from season 1, you are an insignificant ass hair. Gina is my fave.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was definitely a quote.
Yes, it was season 1. Well done, Alofa. You are going to love Sarah and my chat coming up, so make sure that you come along to that. But yeah, that does take me back to season 1. God, Andrea Bloody Moss. It's been a while.
I never, when I first watched season 1, I hated Andrea. I thought she was so annoying. And she had a big hand movement that she was like very, I don't know, something about her just irked me. I watched it again and she wasn't as bad. I thought she was kind of funny watching it like a second and third time around.
Yeah. I watched season 1. She annoyed the crap out of me because she didn't let things go.
No.
And then
kind of didn't understand humor as well. She had her own weird but like, so like Gina's kind of humor, she didn't understand it and she'd be very serious about it, which I just thought like, you need to chill out, lady.
Yeah, exactly. And then not long after she was let go from Real Housewives, there was a photo taken of her in the park with her son in like what I can only describe as like a Target jumper and jeans. And I don't know why, but suddenly she was human to me. I was like, oh, she's just a human being. And then I hear stories about Janet in the garden in gumboots. And go, oh wow, they're human.
But honestly, you can imagine Jackie just wearing like track pants around the house because Jackie is a bit.
Oh yeah.
Hold up for the show, but you can. It's not out of.
Easily.
Unimaginable to picture her in just track pants around the house and stuff.
Not at all. In saying that, I can't imagine Gina wearing track pants whether she's on camera or not.
Like a silk nightgown or something, but definitely not like track pants and a hoodie or anything.
Exactly. Yes, Maria Ann, no more twins. Never read that. Okay. All right, lovelies. Well, I will probably leave the rest of our Real Housewives of Melbourne chat for the next chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely come along. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you haven't seen the show, it is something that I would recommend that you just watch a random episode. If you don't intend to watch the whole thing, that's totally fine, but just pick a random episode and give it a go. If you like it, you do. If you don't, you don't. But yeah,
Light-hearted
yeah,
entertainment.
yeah, exactly. But there we go. Just quickly before we go, Lofa says, well, remember Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I wouldn't be surprised if Jughead has a twin. After all, he is a twin in real life. I actually hadn't seen the show, Alofa, so I didn't know much about the actor.
Yeah,
But yeah, sorry, go on, sir.
yeah, he's got a twin, definitely. Seen him in other things, seen them in other things as well.
I love that. Wouldn't be a shocker if Twin is Black Hood. I really hope it's not, but as I say, I left my opinion in my Black Hood theory videos, so you can check them out there. Yeah, so is there Riverdale next week? Yes, there is. There is Riverdale next week, but the day before that will be Real Housewives of Melbourne. I just want to let everyone know also that next week, for a once off, uh, um, during the mid-season break, Will and Grace is coming back next week. So I will do a review on that. They're doing a Christmas episode. So I will do a review on that for everyone. Which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm so happy with my Will and Grace being transported back into the 90s. Lots of fun. Yeah, so just wanted to get that out there. As I always say, make love and not war. Give someone you love a hug today. I'd like to thank everyone who has been in the room. You guys are totally amazing. Thank you for all your comments. Very much appreciated. And if you're watching this delayed, feel free to leave comments below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if you have any questions for my Q&A video, feel free to leave them in the comments below and let me know that it's for the Q&A video so I don't respond to it right away, and I'll respond to it in the video. I also want to thank my regular correspondent from Sydney. Always fun when we do SNF Impromptu Chats. Thank you so much, Sarah, for being here.
You're welcome.
Yay! And yeah, to everyone else, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time it is for you guys over there. And we will see you all very. Bye, guys.
Bye.